తమలలో నా ప్రభా ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి కూడా నా తండ్రి యొక్క తరుణమునిచ్చి ఆయన యొక్క ప్రపంచం మీద నా ప్రభా స్త్రీలుగా నా తండ్రి మమ్మల్ని అందరినీ కూడా ఏర్పాటు చేసుకున్న విధానం కొరకు నీకే స్తుతులు స్తోత్రములు చెల్లించుకుంటున్నాము. ఆయన యొక్క కార్యక్రమాన్ని మీరే దీవించండి, ఆశీర్వదించండి నా ప్రభా. ఆది నుంచి అంతం వరకు నా ప్రభా నీ తోడు, నీ కృప, నీ కాపుదల మా అందరిపైన ఉంచమని అడుగుతున్నాము. ఇంకా ఎంతమంది బిడ్డలైతే ఆయన రావడానికి మార్గంలో ఉంటున్నారు నా ప్రభా, వారి యొక్క ప్రయాణంలో నీ తోడు నా ప్రభా ఉంచండి నా ప్రభా. ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి కూడా నా ప్రభా మంచి ఆయన ట్రాన్స్పోర్ట్లు అనుగ్రహించి సమయానుకూలంగా నా తండ్రి రావడానికి నీ కృపను సహాయం చేయమని అడుగుతున్నాము. నేను ఇక్కడ నా ప్రభా ఆర్గనైజ్ చేసినటువంటి ప్రతి ఒక్కరిని కూడా నా ప్రభా మీరే ముట్టండి నా తండ్రి, తెలివిని జ్ఞానము దయచేయమని అడుగుతున్నాము. నేను నా ప్రభా ఇది ఎందుకు జరపబడుతుందో నా ప్రభా సమస్తము కూడా నా ప్రభా మీరే ఎరిగి ఉంటున్నారు నా తండ్రి. నేను నీకు నా తండ్రి నా ప్రభా మహిమకరముగా మేమందరము కూడా నా తండ్రి నేను నా ప్రభా నేను పనులు చేసి పరిచర్యలు చేసే భాగ్యం మనం దయచేయమని అడుగుతున్నాము. నేను స్త్రీలు వలె నా ప్రభా పరిశుద్ధ గ్రంథంలో చూసినట్లయితే నా ప్రభా నేను స్త్రీలు ఎంతో మంది నా ప్రభా ఎన్నో రకమైనటువంటి నా ప్రభా నేను రిబ్కా నా తండ్రి ఏ రీతిగా అయితే పరిచర్య చేసి ఉంటున్నదో నా ప్రభా, నేను శారా అయితే నా ప్రభా ఏ రీతిగా నా తండ్రి భర్తని గౌరవించిందో నా ప్రభా, నేను నా తండ్రి యువత నా తండ్రి ఏ రీతిగా అయితే నా ప్రభా మీ యొక్క సన్నిధానంలో కనిపెట్టుకొని నా ప్రభా నా ప్రభా నేను సంపూర్ణమైనటువంటి సేవకు సమర్పించుకున్న నా తండ్రి అలాంటి సేవలను మా అందరికీ కూడా దయచేసి నా ప్రభా నేను నీ నామ ఘనతకై నా ప్రభా వాడుకున్నామని త్వరగా రానైనటువంటి యేసునామములో అడిగి వేడుకొని ప్రార్థిస్తున్నాం తండ్రి, ఆమేన్.
Thank you so much, Pastor Garu. And there is no limit to what we as women can accomplish. At the same, on this note, I would invite Blessy and Stylie to sing a beautiful songs, and they are going to be the future women. And I hope this will enhance their energies and they achieve so many things for the future. So I request Blessy and Stylie. Onto the stage to sing beautiful songs on this very occasion of Women's Day.
భూపునాది మునుపే ఈ లోక సృష్టి ముందే ఆనంద ధ్వనులు చేసి పాడిరి ఉదయ నక్షత్రాలు, కొలతలేసినప్పుడే ద్వారాలు తెరచినప్పుడే ఆనంద ధ్వనులు చేసి పాడిరి దేవుని కుమారులు. నూతన ఆకాశము నూతన లోకము నూతన యెరూషలేము వచ్చును. ఆ దేవుడే మనతో గుడారమయ్యుండును, మనమంతా మరలా పాడేదము. భూపునాది మునుపే ఈ లోక సృష్టి ముందే ఆనంద ధ్వనులు చేసి పాడిరి ఉదయ నక్షత్రాలు. జీవమే జీవమే ప్రాణమే ప్రాణమే నిత్యము మనలో ఉండును. తండ్రి క్రీస్తుయు పరిశుద్ధాత్ముడు మనతో ఏకమై ఉండును. జీవమే జీవమే ప్రాణమే ప్రాణమే నిత్యము మనలో ఉండును. తండ్రి క్రీస్తుయు పరిశుద్ధాత్ముడు మనతో ఏకమై ఉండును. భూపునాది మునుపే ఈ లోక సృష్టి ముందే ఆనంద ధ్వనులు చేసి పాడిరి ఉదయ నక్షత్రాలు. వేదన బాధయు కన్నీరు దుఃఖము ఇంకెక్కడా ఉండే ఉండవు. సూర్య చంద్రులు వెలుగును ఇవ్వవు, దేవుడే వెలుగై ఉండును. వేదన బాధయు కన్నీరు దుఃఖము ఇంకెక్కడా ఉండే ఉండవు. సూర్య చంద్రులు వెలుగును ఇవ్వవు, దేవుడే వెలుగై ఉండును. పునాది మునుపే ఈ లోక సృష్టి ముందే ఆనంద ధ్వనులు చేసి పాడిరి ఉదయ నక్షత్రాలు. కొలతలేసినప్పుడే ద్వారాలు తెరచినప్పుడే ఆనంద ధ్వనులు చేసి పాడిరి దేవుని కుమారులు. నూతన ఆకాశము నూతన లోకము నూతన యెరూషలేము వచ్చును. దేవుడే మనతో గుడారమై ఉండును, మనమంతా మరలా పాడేదము. భూపునాది మునుపే ఈ లోక సృష్టి ముందే ఆనంద పనులు చేసి పాడి
Thank you so much, kids. That's a wonderful song. And cordially welcome Dr. Mariam for this International Women's Day event. Thank you, Doctor, for being with us. We are so glad. And let's proceed with the program. I would request Dr. Aaron and Pastor Shiva to come and take the program forward. us for this auspicious evening of International Women's Day celebration. Once again, yes, guests are still on the way. I would like to welcome Mr. Amar Viplav to start this event with the open introduction.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to be here and honor, and especially the occasion of International Women's Day. To say about a woman, the words are not enough, because a woman plays an important role in the life of every man. As we know that she is a creator, as we say that the creation of the God, a woman is also have a creation to give birth for babies and children and take care of the family. That's how a woman has so much importance in our life, in the society, and also in the universe. So as an architect, and I would like to say the importance of a woman in it so elaborately, but I want to cut short my speech because generally we read the word W-O-M-A-N, woman. So for W-O for me is always like WAF and followed by men. So the success of a man is always behind, or there's a man, a woman, and the success for a woman is also there is a man. It's equal vice versa. So like that, every woman is also important in the day's life. And today we all know the history of women's revolution, which started in Denmark and went to US. There's a lot of history we have. But the empowerment of a woman is very, very important. Today we could find that everybody are coming forward and they're participating, contributing to the development of the country. And we also have a vision of 2040 of Oman. Now I see a lot of students are coming forward for the employment, for the jobs, especially for the women's sector. So I feel so proud and so happy that it's not restricted for only men, but women also have the equal right to participate in all the organization and develop and be a helping hand for the economy of Oman. That is what my feeling and a gut feeling of a vision. I wish you all success.
Oman and woman also very right today.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you so much. And I don't have any much words to say, but for me, a woman is always a creator. I respect a woman like a creator. She has the power and she is blessed on the earth. Before God could create a man, He knows that a woman is also important. If there is no woman, there is no creation, there is no nothing, zero. So please, I wish you all a good luck and bless you and celebrate. This is your day, International Women's Day. You can rock the day, all day, and thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. A woman with a voice is by definition a strong woman. So I hope every woman is sitting in this room are strong enough and they excelled in the professions and they are being role models and mentors to many other aspiring women. And today, if we see from the past years, the woman has emerged like anything in every sector, in every country, including the countries like India. We see women coming out of the barrages. And today I would like to welcome our guests. Onto the stage. She's been into genital sciences and been testing many people about their congenital anomalies, and today we could have a great time to meet her and honor her. I would call Dr. Aaron to felicitate her with a small plant. And secondly, I would call Mr. Syed, Dr. Mariam's husband, to be onto the stage, because there is no woman without a man behind to be successful in her life. Thank you, sir, for being with us tonight. I will call Sister Sheba to honor him with a small plan. Thank you, sir, to welcome you for this wonderful International Women's Day celebration. And I would like to request Mr. Ali, who is the main source of this event to happen, Shining White Galaxy LLC, the co-founders. So thank you for being with us. We welcome you, and I would request Sister Brighty to felicitate him with a plan. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us tonight. And I would also request Sister Brighty Beulah, the founder, chairperson of this NCC, wife of the founder. So I would request you to be onto the stage. And I request Brother Amar to welcome her with a bouquet. So thank you so much, brother. And now I would request Mr. Ali to speak about the Shining White Galaxy, and we give you a special thanks for hosting such a beautiful event for all the women around the country. So I would request you to speak about the Shining White Galaxy.
Assalamu alaikum. First of all, welcome to this time today. And if we are starting talking about the woman, it's not enough in a one day from 365 days. So woman, it's everything actually. So thank you a lot for being here today. And let me start talk about Shining White Galaxy. It starts from idea. First of all, actually it's a part of many of companies, which is first start with the Platinum Express project, and then we again open this as a Shining White Galaxy. So as we are architects, our strength will be in this field, which is related to the building and construction field in general. Then in between, the idea came to start with a Shining White Galaxy, and this day to operate some of activity which will be supportable from women's side also. So one of those activity actually we are focusing to go through that home care, and we will be also focusing more and more to create a team which is from a woman, and gaining the strength even from this side, and go ahead with a good team together to succeed our goals. Thanks a lot for coming today.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And now I would request Dr. Mariam to speak about the genomics and whatever you wanted to convey on this International Women's Day celebration.
Thank you very much. Can I just speak while sitting?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. First of all, I would like to thank Aaron for giving me this opportunity to be among you today to celebrate the International Women's Day. Women in Islam have been celebrated from day one. The first nurse, Musaiba, was documented in our Islamic books. So women in healthcare is history for us. Women in healthcare were suppressed for so many centuries. We know that. We see in Western movies also how women were not allowed to go to study medicine or practice medicine. We are blessed here in Oman for the last 53 years with our government. Women's education, has gone far, where women are now under secretaries and they are holding lots of positions in the country. They are representing their community. If I talk about myself, I come from the top north town in Oman, Khasab, if you know it, Muscat. Education for us was a hassle, because we are coming from small villages and towns, 10, 20 houses in each town. So we had to come by the boat to the main city for school. But then the government gave us opportunities, to continue our education. They built houses and schools in Khasab and lots of developments that if you go to Khasab now, you will not recognize Khasab 30 years ago. So when I first came to college, I was always inspired by women in the field of healthcare and medicine, and I always wanted to take care of children. So I have chosen the path of being a pediatrician to start with. When I was doing my training, I have seen a lot of children with rare diseases and different presentations, unusual things that we don't see in medical school. And at that time, genetics and genomics were booming in the West, in the US, in Europe, but not in the Middle East. On the other hand, if you look at the burden of such diseases in these countries, it's huge compared to the other countries. So I thought of becoming, one of the first women who study genomics and genetics and clinical genetics in the country. I have completed my education in Ireland, where I studied a fellowship of clinical genetics. And I also sat for the exam, Royal College of Pathologists in genetics, medical genetics. And when I came back, I joined the National Genetics Center here in Oman to provide services for my people. We are still a bit behind compared to other Gulf countries like Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and UAE. Basically because the Ministry of Health has so many pressing needs on other non-communicable diseases such as diabetes and other diseases, and we are the group of rare diseases, so we have less attention. But with the 2040 vision, with His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq and the new minister also, Dr. Hilal Asabti, we are seeing more and more attention given to genetics and genomics, and we are looking at huge opportunities in the future for this field to help prevent such diseases in the Omani nationals. I'm not good with the technology. Good with the genes only. So at the end, celebrating International Women Day among other women and strong women like you, it's such an honor for me to be here today, and I'm glad you allowed my husband to join.
It's our pleasure.
Because he is the backbone of my success. When I started my journey, he was with me always, and even he had to leave his job to join me to finish my studies. He has always gone that extra mile to support Mariam in her journey. So thank you, Mr. Saeed Abdi, for being there. I would also like to honor my mother, who is always supporting my journey from the beginning. I mentioned that I come from the north, and I'm the first female doctor from Khasab. Females were not allowed to go to that profession in the 90s. I finished my high school in the year 2000, so I have insisted on being, a doctor, and there was a lot of different opinions in the family, but my mother God bless her, she stood for me and she was the one who supported me to start this journey. So we should always celebrate women every day, what you say. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, and I'm happy to be among you here today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mariam. Your story, your successful story, it's meant a lot to all of us. And now I would request Mr. Syed sir to give greetings on regards of this Women's Day.
Thank you very much, guys. Well, actually, my English is not very good, so and I'm not very good at talking. In regard to women's are very important to everyone. Like a woman's, without women, we are not here. I don't know why men succeed in the past to become what they become in that time, and they ignore the women to that level, and they managed a little bit to move. But believe me, if they did not, if they gave them the opportunity, we could have been in a higher level as of now. So, women, I don't see a difference between women, just a female and a male, and we have to be together, building our futures and taking care of our countries, and also spreading knowledge, because they are a hand. Men's are a hand as well, and if they are together, we are strong. But if I just feel like no, women are not my level, that means we are not really good to ourselves and to the whole world. I wish you all the best and happy National Women.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot. So now I would request our founder president of NCC, Sister Brighty Gyula, to give her insights on this NCC program.
Thank you so much, Eunice. Our dear brothers and sisters, a warm greetings from me and all the delegation here, and respected sir and ma'am, Marian ma'am. We are very happy to have you in our occasion today. So, my dear brothers and sisters and friends that are visiting us on this occasion, warm greetings to you, each one of you, and special greetings of the International Women's Day. It's my joy to be physically present here in NCC Women's Program of International Women's Day 2023. I want to thank you, the Almighty, for this wonderful opportunity given to me to be in Oman and to meet with you all and to see this beautiful country. I also thank you, Pastor Sheba Jehu and her husband, the Messenger of God, Pastor Samuel Jehu, who are instrumental in connecting us all in the bond of God's love. I appreciate the NCC Oman President, Brother Amar Viplav, Oman President Dr. Prabhula, and the leadership team here for inviting me very cordially. On behalf of NCC Executive Committee, I bring warm greetings to all of you, especially to the host of this event, Shining White Galaxy LLC, and Mr. Ali Ahmad Al-Hadi for this gesture shown by them towards honoring women on this International Women's Day of this year. Thank you, sir. I welcome friends that have traveled from far distances, especially from India, to be here on this occasion. Thanks to the local persons and that gave your time to be with us today. As National Vice President of NCC, I bring warm greetings to you all on my own behalf from the Founder President, the Right Reverend Dr. Sam Paul, National President Dr. Reverend Dr. Stephen Chittibabu, and National Secretary General and my good friend Mrs. Sylvia Jaidip, and all of NCC family spread across 27 states of India and in other countries too. My name is Brighty Gyula. By training, I am a special educator, a teacher to children with special needs. After completion my second bachelor degree in education, specializing in the hearing impaired, I joined in the Government of India Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan department as a teacher dealing with 21 disabilities in special children and teaching them to overcome and move on in life into the mainstream society. In my over 11 years of experience in this field, I have trained many teachers, many headmasters of government schools and NGOs to grasp the peculiar needs of special children and to help them out to move on in their life, daily living and in studies too. Besides this, from childhood, my father, who is a pastor, has taught me, my sister to be teacher of the Sunday schools and vacational Bible schools for children in small numbers and also in big numbers of up to 2,000 children in each summer camp for 5 to 6 days. I shared my brief introduction so that you will see how, as a woman, I thank God for His grace and goodness upon my life to do my small bit to the underprivileged and to the society at large. In NCC, I have traveled along with the founder president and national secretary general to Maharashtra and was able to encourage the state president Mrs. Alice Lobo and her large team of women leaders. These experiences are milestones in my life and in the lives of other women leaders that I am working with. As NCC, Oman is launched to move, and especially I am thinking of women in need or girl child, children or any specific group that is having difficulties that can be counseled, helped, and any patent matters brought to the notice of the very benevolent leaders of Oman. On this International Women's Day 2023, I congratulate all the awardees for their great achievements in their own sectors. I also appreciate all present here today. I want to invite you to dedicate ourselves for the true empowerment of women in all sectors, wherever they may be in, be it in education, career, business, social service, chief executive of her home, and whatever they choose. Let us make it convenient for them to blossom and excel in their fields and thus make a vast difference to humanity. As they say, educating one woman is like educating a whole generation. I would say, let us educate our women in general knowledge and also in the moral and high standards of living and performing well in their own fields. Once again, thank you one and all, and may God bless you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sister Beulah Brighty, for giving us the complete insights of NCC, and we are glad being part and the way you are empowering women in different in their careers and how the way you are helping whoever is in need. We can see that very clearly. Thank you so much. And as Dr. Mariam said, your mom is the first doctor of your place. So even I come from a medical profession. I am working as a nursing superintendent for a very prestigious university, Geetham University from India. And I train hundreds of nurses in the university. And yes, after COVID, we found how important is nurses in this society and the country. Globally, everywhere there is a huge demand for them. And I trained them in such a way, because of COVID, most of the nurses could not attend to their community duties and their knowledge was lacking. So when they come directly into the practice, there is a huge gap of knowledge between their practice as well as the theory. So I took it as a challenge to train each and every nurse on a practical aspects in the hospital, on patients, how they have to deal with compassion and patience. So it's working like many of the nurses whom I trained have been settled in abroad today, and I'm so glad to be here, part of this NCC, and on this very occasion of International Women's Day. So now I would request the President. So I would request Dr. Prafulla, as a treasurer of NCC, to come and speak few words and the insights of what she have for women empowerment.
Good evening, dear. I'm Dr. Prafulla. I'm working as a physiotherapist in Oman, and I have more than 10 years of experience with the special kids. Actually, we were there in Saudi for 7 years, and at the time I was working with a special kids rehabilitation center. So I know what exactly a mother feels when they have the special kids. So the pain and the need they have. So with that in my mind, I planned, actually we thought, as Mr. Ali mentioned it, home care. Because it's some kind of budding, budding in industry which we need in Oman. Because not only special education of special children, all the patients who are there hospitalized in Oman, not only Oman, entire world, they are getting proper professional help from the nurses or the doctors when they are at hospital. But after leaving the hospital, the paralyzed patients, the special kids, the post-operative care, it was given by non-professional, or else we can say that non-trained people. So mostly patients are suffering a lot. And as a physiotherapist, sometimes I have seen those conditions. Sometimes I treated quadriplegic patients or paraplegic patients. Sometimes I went home care also. One or two cases I have dealt with home care also. When I went there, though they are very rich, though they provided maids to take care of them, but they are not trained how to deal with a patient. So they are not taken care by properly. So what I thought is, if we provide a home care, or we start an industry like a home care, providing medical services at your doorstep when they are needed, like when any patient discharged from the hospital, so we can send a trained nurse, not like a normal duty hours, we can send them, we can charge them. It's not about the money, it's not about the business, but it's about the serving the people who are really in need. Actually, that is my thought. And when I mentioned with Shining White Galaxy President Amar, and when I discussed with Mr. Ali, actually they open-heartedly they welcomed my idea. So I thank them, and I thank Eunice and all the people who are here. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. It's my privilege to greet you all. Happy Women's Day.
Thank you so much, Dr. Prafulla. That was a wonderful service that you're going to provide for this country in the future days. And we hope this will grow massively in this entire country, and we spread even to the interior parts of Oman and provide our services from the company Shining White Galaxy. And now I would like to request Dr. Aaron to come up with a presentation which she has been prepared, and her thoughts on genetics and genome, and what kind of activities they're going to do in future for this country. She's going to share with the presentation. So I request Dr. Aaron to come onto the stage.
Thank you so much, Eunice. I think everyone was so brilliant at talking, but well, I'm glad here to be in Oman. As I said while Mr. Amar was talking, today is Women's Day, and Oman, you have to just add W in front of O-M-A-N. Is that not wonderful? Can you please clap, everybody? What do you say, Dr. Maru? Yeah, so thank you so much. I'm a certified geneticist, both certified geneticist from India. I'm a scientist, and I work in rare disorders just like Dr. Mariam does. But I'm basically a scientist, a PhD in genetics from India. I'm a clinical research head, and I'm also a molecular biologist, and also off late ventured into bioinformatics to help genomics to grow in a holistic way. So I didn't want to just stick to one branch, but I am there in diagnostics, I am there in research, I am there in clinical trials, and I'm now there into bioinformatics also. And I'm glad to attend the Dubai Rare Disorder Conference, where I had met a lot of scientists. I was a part of it just a few days ago, and Dr. Mariam was there with a beautiful presentation. I got an opportunity to meet her, and I understood the needs of Omanis in the rare disorders spectrum. Well, coming to diagnosis, we thought we would love to offer our services to the Ministry of Oman. And I would like to tell you what Breakthrough Genomics from Southern California has for the Ministry of Health here. So we are a next generation clinical genomics lab, and we have proprietary AI-powered bioinformatic platforms, that is artificial intelligence. And this was founded in 2017 by the top heads and the top brains and the top scientists of Illumina, Quest, Children's Hospital Los Angeles in all clinical genomics, bioinformatics, and artificial intelligence. Coming to the clients that we have in the US, we have Stanford University, the University of British Columbia, Amazon Studios, of course, for cloud, and we have Providence, Kaiser Permanente, Emory University, Providence, and we are signing up with India, one of the biggest research centers in India, Center for DNA Fingerprinting, and of late we are also venturing into the Egyptian market. So this is Breakthrough Genomics. What we do is we have all services for genetic testing. And we have proprietary platforms, which is Enlighter, Virtual Geneticist, and a genomic literature reader, which I probably am getting an opportunity to introduce that to Dr. Mariam and team. So we are a comprehensive, and we also are a comprehensive cancer and genetic testing services. The one of its kind, early cancer screening, one of its kind in the entire globe. So this is going to be launched next year, early cancer screening diagnostics, and after validation, and we are going through the process of validation, we would love to introduce that to Oman too. And we have advanced genetic tests, we have reanalysis leverages, real-time literature, etc. Data safety is our priority. And we have cardiovascular screening, hereditary cancer screening, gene panel testing, pharmacogenomics, rare diseases, of course, we are specialized in that. And we have, the benefits are, we are CAP and CLEAR certified. No other platform is CAP and CLEAR certified when coming to bioinformatics. And the lab is also CAP and CLEAR certified. So over 6,000 rare genetic diseases we are working with, and more common than people think, can be extremely difficult to diagnose. We are specialized in that in newborns and young children. And commercial labs often miss the correct diagnosis because they don't have the right platforms as diagnostic tools. As I've already mentioned about the hereditary cancer screening, I'm just cutting it short. And we have cardiovascular screening tests. As I already mentioned, early cancer screening, which has a very, very high sensitivity, which I can say probably after the Greek technology that we had recently in early cancer testing. People would love to know, are we predisposed to these cancers? Because nowadays, cancer is a term which is quite oftenly used. It's quite often, once upon a time, I must tell you, oh, cancer, it is like someone, we don't know, somebody has cancer. But now, by 2020, somebody said that one in every family by 2020 might be affected with this disease. So which is why, with a vision, we had come up with early cancer screening, and we have personalized cancer monitoring. So we are a leader in the clinical interpretation of genomic data. Let me tell you why. After doing the diagnosis, we have to interpret our result. And if the interpretation is incorrect, then your report is incorrect. So we are a leader in that clinical interpretation. Thank you so much. So that is a brief introduction. So I'm traveling around the world. Now I'm a field scientist. I'm off the wet lab. So basically, to take the genomics into areas or countries where genomics is not yet a priority, but we can offer them by working with the governments in the best way as we can. So that is our vision, which is why I have traveled all the way to Oman. And I would just like to add a small note. What must a woman do? Must a woman just sit and clean and scrub all the time? Or just because this is a modernized world, must a woman be all the time away from home? Or doing her own business, excelling in her career? I want to tell you that today, a woman must be both. If we see what is happening in the Holy Scriptures, we see Mary and Martha. Mary sits at the feet of the Lord, and Martha is busy with her work. Today's woman must have that striking balance of, taking care of the needs of the home and the very mother, the daughter role, the daughter-in-law role, the sister role. I know we have a lot of responsibilities, and while excelling in our own careers. And I think National Council has given us a beautiful platform, to build this network to serve. What are we doing? To serve. Which is why I had talked up to Dr. Mariam that we would also love to identify few families or patients who cannot afford testing. She mentioned that she had come from a remote village where education was also not so possible once upon a time. So if you can identify, or if Oman can identify such families, we are here to offer free genetic testing. And I understand this country has, the burden of rare diseases is definitely high than when compared to the others, if I'm not wrong. Well, we are here to serve. So we like to do good deeds, don't we? Don't we? We would love to give back to the society. So we come back to our hometowns or places, where we grew, where we learned, and we want to give back to the society. So do you think all the good deeds that you do, after all the achievements, why do we do these? So that they give us a self-satisfaction. They tell you that you are responsible and you have to give back to your society, if I'm not wrong. What if all your achievements and what if all your success does not take you to a peaceful destination ultimately? I hope you're getting my point. What after doing all of this, you still feel that you're troubled inside? Because I must tell you, many people do good deeds to attain purity and holiness. They feel that if you do good works, you attain holiness. But I want to tell you that National Christian Council, as we Christians, we do good deeds because we have already attained holiness. And we have already been purified by the blood of Jesus Christ. So which is why we continue this mission, because we had already attained holiness. Because deeds alone will not take you to the peaceful and everlasting destination, but faith plus deeds will definitely make you a complete person. And today in Oman, very openly I would love to say that we want to serve wholeheartedly, and united we serve. Thank you. Thank you for this wonderful. Happy Women's Day to everybody.
Thank you so much, Dr. Aaron, and for the services that you're going to provide in future in this country. We are so glad for you being here with us. When women support each other, incredible things happen. Is it right? Yes. So when we support each other as women, and when we give a helping hand to each other, there will be a lot of courage and hope for the other women to stand up and rise high. On this note, I would like to request Sister Brighty Beulah, Dr. Aaron and Sister Sheba to come forward to felicitate Dr. Mariam. Thank you. On behalf of this International Women's Day, Dr. Mariam, we would like to felicitate you with a small token of love. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
For all the wonderful women here. So now I would request Brother. Okay, so we would like to now call upon the wonderful woman in this room who has been supported and excelled in the services over the period of time. So now we would like to felicitate the woman from India who has come to all the way to Oman and done a great work here and been so successful in their careers. I request someone to remove the rest of the chairs from the stage. Estate is here, Sagar estate. Stage, and I would request Sister Sheba and Sister Brighty and also Sister Prafulla to be onto the stage to felicitate Dr. Aaron for her wonderful work on this very International Women's Day. Thank you so much, Dr. Aaron. Thank you so much, sister, for being with us tonight on this very occasion of International Women's Day. We are so proud of your achievements and your work in this country. So she's working in Oman as a nursing tutor and she has been incredibly training the nurses all over these years. International Women's Day. She has been an incredible pastor over the years and been mentoring so many young people and families and counseling many people to build their families. Thank you so much, Prasanna Kumari Garu, for your achievements and your incredible work. So now I would like to request Pastor Shiva Jehu and I request Dr. Aaron and Dr. Prafulla and Brother Amar also to be onto the stage to felicitate my very own sister, Sister Shiva Jehu. She's been an amazing person. She has been taking care of so many orphan kids in back India and she's still running a organization where all the orphan kids are just along with their families. They are no different from her family each other all these years. Thank you so much, sister, for being with us on this International Women's Day. We wish you a warm welcome as well as we congratulate you for all the work you have done over the years. And now I would like to welcome Sister Rani Grita Devalata to come onto the stage. She's been an incredible woman over the years. She opened her own lab and she's been doing her practice since many years in this Oman country, and she helped many people to get over with their jobs and careers in this country, and she's been part of many organizations. Thank you so much, sister. And she always welcomes everyone whoever comes to India and comes to Oman from India. Thank you so much, sister, for all the wonderful work you're doing for us. Thank you so much. And we wish you all the very best. Now I would like to welcome Sister Adbutta Dona Sujana to come onto the stage. She's been working as a HR in a multinational hotels, and she's been an incredible woman over the years, helping so many people. And she's one of the women whom we have identified as a strong and courageous woman standing in this country, head straight. Thank you so much, sister, for your wonderful contribution in every aspect. So now I would like to request Ms. Sridevi Shivaram, who worked with Vande Bharat Mission and has done with the embassy and been part of many social works. Thank you so much for being here tonight. And wish you a happy International Women's Day, and we wish you do so many good works in future and achieve so many things and share your success story with us. Thank you so much, sister. And last but not the least, I would request Sister Mighty Bueller to come onto the stage. She's already on the stage. I would request Dr. Aaron and also Sister Dr. Prabhulla to be onto the stage to felicitate the Vice President of NCC. And being a very strong woman and being mentoring so many people over the globe, not only just India, but she's been educator for the special kids, and she's been incredible. She's doing incredible job in many aspects over the country. Thank you so much, sister, for being with us tonight.
Wow, now we are all the time emceeing and presiding. It's now time to felicitate our MC, Eunice. She is now a nursing superintendent in Visakhapatnam, India. She worked in Oman once upon a time, and she was very instrumental in constructing a polyclinic. I think from the base, the entire model was, constructed through her with her help, and now she is a superintendent of nursing in Geetham University in India, South India, Visakhapatnam. So congratulations, Eunice, and a big hand to her for all the services, medical services you are providing.
And also I would like to request Dr. Mariam to come onto the stage to felicitate our sister Prabhulla and thank you so much, Dr. Prabhulla, for your incredible job in this country, and we hope you do much more in the coming years and with your physiotherapy skills and many kids recover from their health conditions. Thank you so much. As Dr. Mariam is
women leaders and women across. Women is by self a leader. You need not necessarily become a leader to call a leader, but you are a leader because you lead the family. I'm very proud to be a woman. So maybe we'll sing a small song, a small chorus, and then we will have word of thanks by either by Mr. Ali or Mr. Amar, and we will have benediction and closing prayer by our dear local pastor, Pastor Vijay Kumar Garu.
కాలమంతా నీ నీడలోన దాచావు దేవా వందనం కృప చూపినావు కాపాడినావు ఎలా తీర్చగలను నీ రుణం పాడరా నీ కీర్తన పొగడరా వేణోలనా పాడరా నీ కీర్తన పొగడరా వేణోలనా వందనం యేసయ్యా ధనుడవు నీవయ్యా వందనం యేసయ్యా ధనుడవు నీవయ్యా ఎన్నెన్నో అవమానాలెదురైనను నీ ప్రేమ నన్ను విడిచిపోలేదయ్యా ఇక్కడతో నేను కృంగినను నీ చేయి నన్ను తాకి లేపెనయ్యా నిజమైన నీ ప్రేమ నిష్కళంకము నీ వీచు హస్తము నిండు ధైర్యము నిజమైన నీ ప్రేమ నిష్కళంకము నీ వీచు హస్తము నిండు ధైర్యము వందనం యేసయ్యా ధనుడవు నీవయ్యా వందనం యేసయ్యా ధనుడవు నీవయ్యా మాటలే ముల్లుగా మారిన వేళ నీ మాట నన్ను పలకరించేనయ్యా నిందల చేనేను నిండిన వేళ నీ దక్షిణ హస్తమునను తాకెనయ్యా మరువనేలడు చక్కటి చీట మరువనెన్నడు నిన్ను స్తుతించుట నీ మాట చక్కటి జీవపూట మరువనెన్నడు నిన్ను స్తుతించుట వందనం యేసయ్యా ధనుడవు నీవయ్యా వందనం యేసయ్యా ధనుడవు నీవయ్యా గతకాలమంతా నీ నీడలోన దాచావు దేవా వందనం కృప చూపినావు కాపాడినావు ఎలా తీర్చగలను నీ రుణం పాడరా నీ కీర్తన పొగడరా వేణోలనా పాడరా నీ కీర్తన పొగడరా వేణోలనా వందనం
Sister Prabhula, coming to you.
Good evening all. Thank you for giving me this chance to propose vote of thanks on behalf of Shining White Galaxy and the women who are present here. And first I would like to thank our God Almighty who made this program resoundingly successful. And secondly, I would like to thank Shining White Galaxy for supporting us and sponsoring us for this wonderful program. And especially today I would like to take this opportunity to thank Dr. Mariam and Mr. Syed for accepting our invitation and gracing this occasion. And thank you ma'am for enlightening us with your knowledge and with your insights about the genetics, experiences about the genetics and women health. And I would like to thank all the invitees for accepting our invitations and gracing this occasion. And lastly but not the least, the music boy. Thank you Pratik Babu for a wonderful music. And thank you Wanasa Continental for giving us this chance. And Mr. Ali from Shining White Galaxy, thank you so much. And I would like to take this chance to thank Dr. Aaron Vedangi and Brady Beulah who came all along from India. And thank you for your help to start and to launch NCC here. And Franklin brother for your technical support. And Pastor Vijay Kumar Garu and Prasanna Kumari's Pastor Magaru, thank you so much for your advices and for your benediction and prayer support for this program. And last but not the least, and the most important person here, our General Secretary Shiva Chehu Garu, thank you so much. And I think I forgot an important person, our MC who anchored and balanced this program very well, who did nicely. Thank you so much. And with this we are signing up this program. Take care, good night, happy Women's Day once again. And we'll have a closing prayer. Pastor Vijay Kumaru following benediction. Let everyone stand up for the prayer.
Shall we close our eyes and pray? Gracious Lord, Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful occasion. It is your concept, first of all, to create a woman who can produce in her own likeness. And whatever the qualities that you have inculcated in the woman, Lord, during the course of the year, though men forgotten, but today you have revived once again, God. As the woman come up in so many areas, of God, Lord, we pray. Today, a chapter is opened in Oman. That big chapter will continue to grow and flourish, and many women will be revived and Lord provoked, and they will be used to God for your glory. Thank you, Lord God, whatever you have restored for us today, Lord God. And I thank you for the blessings of God, journey blessings, those who have all the way come from India and another part of this globe of Muscat. And I thank you, Lord God, for Shining White Galaxy, for hosting this special occasion for the first time in 2023, Lord God. Lord, in the days to come, let this occasion take place every year with a good progress, oh Father God. Day after day, let it progress, oh God. Let every woman be equipped and, Lord, progress in their specialties, oh Master, Lord God. Thank you and we praise you once again for this thought that germinated and took place in this place, oh God. Lord, from this moment onwards, as it is triggering, let your help, let your guidance, let your motives be upon each and every woman who gather here and who are going to join in the days to come, Father God. Thank you for this occasion. Thank you for everything went on successful. Thank thank you for bless all those people who have participated in this place. Thank, blessing and humbling ourselves and exalting your name, God. We ask in the mighty and matchless and the powerful name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Now, may the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ and the love of God and the fellowship of the Holy Spirit be with us all now and forevermore, especially the woman who gathered in this place. Amen. Amen.
Thank you so much for all of you coming here. It's so wonderful. And please join the dinner with us. It's ready for you all. Enjoy the evening and greet each other. And this is your day. Thank you so much.
Come on. To do some good service through this NCC, and we are there. The organization is there to help and to take, especially to take the permissions from the government, and especially their agenda is to raise the minorities who cannot speak. So NCC is going to be the voice for the voiceless. In the coming days, they are coming up with many beautiful programs with the appreciation of the government bodies. So whoever is interested, like to be part of this NCC program, can give your names to Sister Brighty. She is going to work out on it, on whichever profession you are working, and she will be doing whatever possible she can do from the organization. So I would like to request Sister Sylvia Clement to come onto the stage and just speak her insights and how did she feel about the whole thing.
तूने हमसे इतना प्यार किया, हमें पापों से बचाने को अपने बेटे को कुर्बान किया। प्यारे पिता, तूने हमसे इतना प्यार किया, हमें पापों से बचाने को अपने बेटे को कुर्बान किया। हम गाए हो ज़रा तेरा चौका
Glad to meet you all here the first time to know about NCC, and really it is great that Sister Shiba Jegu came in a short time. She organized this wonderful program and we could enjoy this, and it is really a great thing that you recognize women who are doing service to the country, and really it is very good. And as she said, if it is through the government, really India needs such things to spread the gospel in one way or the other. We have to reach the unreached. Really it is so wonderful and amazed. Really God should bless this organization and the members, and really I am very thankful, and I would like to join the NCC also and to serve the NCC in one way or the other. Really we are very glad to be a part of it. Thank you so much. It was really a joy to join. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sister. Now I would request Phoebe to come and give. You can sing from there. Thank you, Phoebe, for being with us.